Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. It's Lisa here with a week ahead reading, this time for our beautiful Sagittarius. Hey Sag, hope you're having a great day so far. Let's jump in and see, what does Spirit want us to know about the week ahead? Okay, we have the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Moon, Temperance, Knave of Wands, Five of Wands, High Priestess. Guys, if you like my content, please do subscribe. Nine of Cups. Okay, so this week is going to be a very fulfilling week for you guys, I feel. I feel like there's a lot of deep, subconscious, hidden information coming to the surface, coming to the light of day, that allows you to move forward more confidently with the things that you're trying to accomplish in your life. I do think there could be some sort of an announcement with the Knave of Wands here at some point this week about a solution to a problem that you were having with a friend. I feel like this could also be in a work context. So if you were having an issue with a coworker, I do feel like there could be an announcement that gives you the solution, that's an out-of-the-box solution that clears up any confusion that might have happened as a result of an argument that you had at work. And I do think that it is a positive outcome for all parties concerned. One thing I will mention is that I do feel like not everything is what it appears to be this week, so don't overreact or react quickly. I do feel like there is a potential for arguments to break out over misunderstandings about things that people say and do. So make sure that you're following your intuition this week and focusing on the positive so that you don't fall into the trap of this argument that I'm seeing coming up for some of you. I definitely think that there is a clarity of thought, a clarity of knowing coming through this week in relation to the direction of your both life in general, things like the direction of your career, your long-term goals, your long-term investments, your long-term property matters. All of those things are coming into clarity this week. And there's some revelations and enlightenments coming through in the form of a recognition that it takes blending two pathways together to create a third, more positive outcome. And I think that that's what you're doing this week. It's through challenges you come to a new blended perception of things that illuminates the pathway ahead and gives you the reason to hope and follow the intuition that's coming through for you. With the Nine of Cups here, I definitely think that there's a positive outcome for everyone involved. So the Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment and contentment card. It does say that you are feeling very content and peaceful and fulfilled in what it is that you're doing at the moment. So I definitely think that if there are any arguments by the end of the week, they'll be completely over. For those of you looking for love this week, I would say that it's more of an internal week this week. I think confusion and clarity is the themes that I'm picking up on going through this for everyone. I think that there is a need for clarity of your emotion because I feel like there's something inside of you that's trying to get your attention, specifically in relationship. If you are in a single position and you're looking for a divine counterpart, there's something unconscious in you that is preventing you from manifesting that in your physical world right now. So figuring out what it is that you need to address within yourself to allow yourself to become more vulnerable within the collective consciousness to allow for this person, this Knave of Wands, to come in for you. If you are in a long-term relationship, I would say that this is a week where there could be arguments over money. I have to just call it how I see it. And if there are, I feel like you'll come to a conclusion where you do blend both of your perceptions together and have a positive outcome for both of you. I'm also seeing a lot of synchronicity this week, guys, so pay attention to the signs that are happening around you because I definitely feel like there are a lot of like angel numbers or synchronicities or little clues that the universe is giving you that you are on the right path and that something beautiful is about to happen for you. Also pay attention to your dreams. The fact that you've got the moon and the high priestess here says that some of you might have psychic dreams this week, so pay attention and write them down. Now, I do have a new card deck to play with this week, so I thought I'd throw it into the readings and see what you guys thought. It is the Animal Dreaming deck. So let's jump in and pull an Animal Dreaming card for you guys. Kookaburra, Healing. So remember before I said that if you are looking for a relationship, there's something inside of you that's preventing you from manifesting it. Kookaburra is all about not laughing things off. It's so easy to just laugh things off, brush ourselves off, get back up and move on. But it's not really doing the healing work that we need to do in order to actually heal. And I think that sometimes we can gaslight ourselves into thinking that we've dealt with something when we haven't. And that's said with the biggest love, by the way. I'm not judging you in any way. I'm just saying that we all do it to ourselves. We all have this way of just going, no, I'm fine, when really we're not. And I think that this week it's a deep call to recognition that there's something inside of you that needs healing, particularly emotionally. I definitely feel like it's our responsibility to heal ourselves. And if we don't know that we need healing, then how can we heal ourselves? So this is just a call to let you know that when you recognize that you need healing and then start the process, not only you, but everyone around you breathes a sigh of relief, because what's obvious to others is not necessarily obvious to ourselves. And I think that this week is a week where it's coming up for healing because you're getting ready for a new beginning. So it's not a bad thing. It's actually a really positive thing, but being aware that it needs to be there in the first place is the first step. Okay, other messages, please, Spirit. Show the world the real you. You can't show the world who you are until you've healed. And I think that's a key message here, is that there's this need for you to step out and step up and show the world who you can really be at your highest of highs and your brightest of bright moments. And I feel like the universe is setting things up this week where you can get those wish fulfillments to be in that place where you are shining brightly so that you can come out and show the rest of the world who you are and what you have to offer. Have faith in your dreams. Oh my God, what was I saying before about someone's having psychic dreams this week? I'm so super excited for you guys. This combination of these three cards is telling me you are definitely going to have some sort of spiritual experience in your sleep this week that is going to be profoundly, and I mean profoundly significant. Can't stress that enough. Have faith in your dreams. You'll know if it's a real dream because these dreams, they don't fade. Usually dreams fade over the day and we can't remember specific details, but the ones that are really important, they stick with us. They don't fade. You just can't stop thinking about it over and over and over again, and it just keeps popping up out of nowhere. So that's the dream I'm talking about. Someone here is going to have a really significant, important spiritual dream this week, and you need to write it down and you need to pay attention because it's telling you something important. And just for something different this week, I thought let's ask for some spiritual guidance. Where are we at in our spiritual practice? Where are we at with spirituality as a whole? What's happening on our psychic planes? And how can we make that practical? How can we grow spiritually consciously this week? Weight of the world. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Sometimes, you guys, we can take on the world and think that it's up to us to solve every single problem that's in the world because we are conscious co-creators. It's because you're such a good person who genuinely cares about taking emotional responsibility and being the best version of you that you sometimes take on other people's responsibilities and boundaries without realizing that it's actually harming you to carry the weight that they should be carrying. So I think that spiritually this week, it's about recognizing that the higher self does exist. There is a part of you that's beyond the comprehension of the human self that is actually controlling everything that we're walking through. And it's learning to draw boundaries on what you're willing to carry and what you're willing to let that subconscious other part of you carry. And I think in this particular context, it's talking about the boundaries of identity. What's you? What's not you? Is it all you? I think that the spiritual concept of identity is coming up this week. And it's telling you to loosen your grip. Let go of coping mechanisms and let go of addiction. And I think that this could be an addiction to an idea that you're separate, that you're an individual. You're not. You're a collective being, and you're here having a collective experience. You just don't realize it because you're looking at the world through the lens of the individual. And I think there is a shift in your spirituality where you're starting to recognize what it actually means to be unified in consciousness. And I think that's a super important concept that is going to filter out into every other area of your life. Because once you recognize that connection and recognize those identities as keys, you're going to start integrating yourself in a way that allows for magic to happen in every day. So I'm super excited for you guys with that. And longing for home, homesick for the stars. It's generally when we're going through this process that we feel the most isolated and the most alone. In order to recognize the oneness, first everyone else has to disappear. So spiritually speaking, there's an evolution of our consciousness that goes through the hierarchical structure of separation. In other words, the you and me, them, they, us. All of those are just labels for separations of self. And it's happening through a prism. Think of a light beam floating through a prism and separating out into the rainbow colors and saying that those colors are separate individuals when really it's all the one light. It's only separated by a prism. And I think that when you're going through that process, sometimes when we're in the void space, right before we have the recognition of the oneness that we all are, in other words, that if you trace back along the line, you start to see that everything is connected and you cannot be separated from anyone or anything ever, then the longing goes away. That homesick feeling that you've been missing all this time where you just want to go home, that feeling goes away when you recognize that you are home. Here is home. This is you. We are all one and we're all having the same experience. We just think that we're separated. So I hope this helps, guys. Working with oneness practice can really help, and identity shifting can really help with this energy of spirituality here. Please let me know in the comments below if you would like further spiritual guidance through these readings, or if you'd prefer me to just stick to the predictive work. I hope you guys have an amazing week ahead. Love you so much, and I will see you guys in the next one.